so I couldn't go on tour. I was working 7 days a week there for a while. Then the pandemic hit, so that everything dried up, and then everything kind of got back to normal. I thought, just one day, I said to myself, it was like a Wednesday night, I thought, I'm writing out a check, I'm going to mail it, and I'm going on this tour. Because I had up my vacation time and I could take off.
So let's talk about why did you pick Thailand over? We go to Europe, we go to Latin America, other places in Asia. Why Thailand?
Well, that was my first one. So I would like to go to China. It'd be nice to do the Europe tour, but unfortunately the events going on in Ukraine, that's not possible at this time. And I've been to Mexico several times. I even thought about doing the Mexico City tour.
But what got you interested in going to Thailand first? Was it just or?
Well, the dates, I believe it was August 24th through September 2nd. I did the 10-day, and it just worked out. Where I work is not everyone can take vacation at the same time, so they try to spread it out. And nobody was taking vacation at that particular time, so it worked out well.
So your schedule worked. You were
Yep,
to Thailand.
Worked. Yep.
All right. So were you fearful? Were you nervous? What was going through your mind when you first signed up and as the date got closer?
Well, the first thing, I've flown to Europe before. I've worked in Europe. It's a long trip. Recently, as last summer, I worked in Denmark for 16 days. Okay. Yeah. And, I had jet lag. And this was 28 hours travel time and 30 coming back.
Wow.
And that's a lot of jet lag. And, Friday, I went at the Lynn and the people at the Bangkok AFA affiliate. They said, try to stay up till like 9 o'clock. I thought, there's no way. So I took a nap, and then we did the city tour and met Lynn and the other guys in the tour. And then that was Thursday night, and then Friday night was the first social, and then Saturday night was the second one. Still a little jet lag.
Jet lag, yeah.
Yes, I just kind of took it easy that day, but then it still felt a little tired, and then you walk into this room with 58, 60 women, and all that jet lag suddenly went away.
Yeah, you're like, oh, wait a minute, I gotta be on, right?
I
gotta be ready. Okay, all right, that's cool, that's good. So you weren't too worried about going over, though? You felt comfortable with all the information you got from Michelle and everything? That everything was gonna be taken care of?
Yep, yeah, it was really smooth. The flights over there, everything was on time, and the connecting flights, I had 2 out of the United States, one in Doha, Qatar, and then it went into Bangkok. But yeah, the thing about Bangkok that time of year, it can rain a lot and it's very humid over there. So keep that in mind and pack comfortable clothes, especially if you like to do things outside and walk around, which I suggest around Soy 11 and 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much fun stuff to do in Bangkok.
Yeah, there's lots of things.
Okay, so you get there and you're getting your bearings, and then Thursday and Friday morning they did the little city tour thing, but then that social happens on Friday, and you said you walked into that room. Have you ever been in an environment like that before?
Never. Yeah. So I felt like a kid in a candy store, honestly. Yeah, and you rotate tables, every 15 minutes, I think.
About 15 minutes, yeah.
And you basically tell your interpreter, and I had...
Welcome back to another Monday night webcast. It's good to see you.
Hi guys, how are you tonight? Welcome back. Feels like I didn't see you for a while.
Well, we haven't seen you since last year.
We have a surprise for you tonight.
As you can see here, it's Jeff.
Yay!
And if he would get up and you would see the kilt,
they wanted to make me the meat in the sandwich. I said, no, not the meat, cheese. And they go, why the cheese? And I go, because I'm cheesy.
Of course, Jeff come here with all presents,
and now half of the office is wearing kilt.
Yes, now kilt.
I got Kevin in a kilt. He's living it up.
So
and if you notice, the new decoration they have in front.
Yeah. Oh yes, the best
I made
part.
that for the office.
Yes. So we have a special sword, which I've been playing half a day with.
Anna's been trying to kill people with it.
Yes, and I still have time left to practice tonight. The night is young, as I said.
So, of course, for English people, it's like honest and everything. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even care. But for Russians, this is a good luck for a rich and a happy new year for you.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to start.
It's called
the year.
matchmakers. It means it's open for all kind of treasure. Depends what treasure for you. But we wish you for this year to be rich or find somebody like your soulmate,
Let's
Jeff.
start with finding this soulmate, which Jeff accomplished last
Yes.
year. So
And you guys invite
How's
us
Almost
for
been a
wedding.
year.
actually, so let's get updates from Jeff. So how's
Okay.
your fiance doing? How's your
She's
visa going?
doing good. She has another appointment in September this year to try to get travel visa. She doesn't want to do the K1 because she doesn't want to leave Mexico for 2 years because she helps take care of her parents. And we've been talking and making some light plans about the wedding, and we want to do it probably maybe Oklahoma or California. We're still kind of debating that because my kids are going to be moving to Oklahoma. Hopefully by June, because I'm hoping to have the house sold by June so I can move down to Playa. Yes, I'm going to become an expat.
So everybody
I'm
invited.
sure you're excited about the become next part.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with the cold anymore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you deal
What
so much
cold?
cold
In
in
California?
California. Come on, cry me a river.
Hey, it gets down at night in the low 50s.
Oh my God, it's
Horrible,
30s
horrible,
here.
I know, and all you
Phoenix.
guys that are back east are saying, oh man, I wish
And
I
you're
was
fine
there.
here. Yeah.
Alright, see, we already have some stuff from the guys. So, like Oda said, did you bring John Mountain Dew? Did you?
Oh my God. Yes.
You know, that's why he's not on the show tonight, because we had to tie him up and duct tape his mouth because I brought
Yeah.
a 6-pack of bottles and he went through them all.
All at once.
So
yeah,
yeah,
all
he's
at once.
just
He is
he's
done
just
for tonight.
buzzing right now.
Yeah, he's kind of like out.
Mark says, good evening, Dina. Happy New Year. Well, happy New Year,
to you
Mark.
guys.
Don, welcome, Dina, back, everyone. And Jeff, happy New Year 2024.
Yes, it's going to be a great year this year.
So what are your goals for, I know wedding, I know that it take a lot, but what are your goals for 2024?
Well, as we go by my theme song, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way.
I know, right?
Yeah, every
yes,
morning
you
I
are.
can't wait to look in the mirror because I get better looking each day.
Yes, you are. And since you've been here last time, and now you look so good.
So
Just
now Dina's
That's-
gonna ask for the secret recipe for.
You know what?
laugh.
Every time I go
Always
down to
second-
Mexico to spend time with Elena, I lose 10 pounds. This last time I lost 20.
Love, it's
Wow.
a lot of motivation.
So-
Yes, you look great.
She makes me walk everywhere.
Good.
All right, guys, you still can send in. So we're very happy to have Jeff as a guest today on our webcast, and also to let you know we're gonna have Olga joining us in about 20 minutes, so we can talk a little bit more about Mexico for the February upcoming tour. But in the meantime, if you do have any questions related to any other destination, feel free to send that. We'll be happy to answer it. And just to remind you, we do have 2 more tours left for this month. It's January Cebu 25th, and the same day we have Barranquilla tour starting up. So we have still some spots left, so you can join any of those tours. But let's see what we have for the questions.
So Jeff, you went to Ukraine, right? Like,
Actually, yes, let's talk a little bit about
I
that.
went twice to Ukraine. The first time was in January of 2020, just before COVID broke out. And I went on the Euro, which by myself, met some nice ladies. One of them I started dating. She had a 6-year-old daughter at the time, and it seemed, because we went out on like 5 dates,
was
I
it
think.
Kiev or this?
It was Zaporozhye.
Zaporozhye. Okay.
Love Zaporozhye.
Yeah, I heard about it.
But she seemed to just basically want to go out, and I felt like I was being used as an ATM. So into that, went out with another lady that we seemed to have a bit of connection, and then after I came back, it's like maybe 2 months after I got back, she asked me for like $4,000 for a new apartment.
New apartment. To
Because
buy it or?
No, you can
Just
buy things for grand.
No, I
free,
mean,
yeah,
but,
in Zaporozhye too?
yeah,
Okay, good.
and yeah, it's like you can get apartments cheaper than that.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Yeah.
and I didn't have the money, and she stopped talking to me. So, and I see on Kenny, you had the question about talking to a lady 18 and you're 41. Dude, don't write letters. If you do a video chat. Schedule a video chat with her, so you can actually kind of see, because letter writing is addictive. I know. I did a lot of it. I paid for 2 tours because of all the letters I wrote. And when I went to Mexico last year, it was a lady that wasn't even on the site yet that I met and made a connection with.
Yeah.
And you really can't know the connection until you go and meet them. So yeah.
So how would that video chat help you, like? With
You can see a little bit of their personality and see if there's any kind of connection there. But yeah, that definitely helped out, because I video chatted with one lady I met in Kiev, and we seemed to, I video chatted with her twice, and then when I went on the tour, I met her, and we went on several dates. I think we went on like 5 dates and really had a strong connection. But with her, it was, my health was just at the point where it started declining.
Yeah, I remember I did that
Yeah.
chats, and you said like, yeah, I don't know,
I
like
had
going
I
there.
had
or-
cirrhosis of the liver due to
oh
fatty
my gosh,
liver,
yes, and
and I shouldn't have went on the tour, but
I'm glad you did.
so am I.
so you guys strongly recommend you that video chats, because
Yeah.
it's our brand new service. Like we started in actually COVID, during the COVID. It was only for our VIP clients with the galactic service, but we did it for our regular clients, and looks like girls like it so much that they don't want to write letters anymore. They want to do those video chats. It's more expensive than letters, but it's worth more than 1,000 letters, right?
I think
Jeff?
it's worth a lot more,
Yeah.
in that you can actually see and interact with her,
Yes.
even if it's just over video.
That's like a first date, but of
Yeah.
course it's not like a live, but it's kind of
Right.
like more like similar to live chat than to writing letters. So
And then you have a little bit of a connection, so when you go over there and actually meet them,
yeah,
you can see if that connection is real or just it's not.
yeah,
But I think in the long run, it's cheaper than writing letters. You know, write 1 or 2. But I've written ladies, and I went in 22 to Germany to meet a couple ladies. It's like
Ukrainian ladies.
5 ladies I was writing to that were in Germany. When I said, "Hey, I'm going to come there. You want to meet up?" "Yeah, let's meet up." And then I went to arrange to meet those women, and they declined.
So what is the best strategy for you? Like what it really worked?
Yeah, because you met
Yeah.
your fiance.
Going
so,
on the social tour,
Social tour. All right.
yeah. And
Before you go to social tour, so couple letters, video chat, and go to social tour. Right? Like that.
well, here's the thing: going to the social tour. When I went to Mexico, there was a couple I had written to and said, "Hey, I'm coming down. You know, I'm interested in you." A couple of them said yeah. A couple of them said no. And one lady I video chatted with, and the video chat went by super quick. And, you know, it's like she was at the social Saturday night, and so was Elena. And when I met Elena, that was it. I knew the moment I sat down at the table, and so did she.
So about the chemistry.
yeah, that's
We have a few more comments, and also we do have some testimonials from Guaranty tour. Let's one comment from Scarce saying, "All these women here just want money. you shouldn't trust the stupid dating group things. Well, I definitely would disagree that all the women want money, but what do you have to say on that?
No, not at all, because when I went on the July 21 tour that Anna was on, yeah, she left her phone on the table
was the
one night
last
with the
one.
guys.
I still have that selfie Jeff took on my cell phone.
So it
yes.
was
It was all
last-
the guys were taking photos,
Was it
Well, but
last
you were
month?
the one doing the selfie.
but I didn't let them take inappropriate photos.
And I really appreciate it. Thank you. The last thing, I need a group of inappropriate men photo on my phone.
But I walked away from that tour with 3 ladies I was really interested in, and I kept contact with until the war. And the one that I really was like set on the most, she got scared of my health because I was getting close to dying.
Yeah, it was.
And
You don't have to say it. Like you're.
oh
good.
yeah,
You're
it is.
fine now.
I embrace
Hey,
it.
You're
Hey,
fine
hey,
now.
me and Death are on good terms. He keeps me around because I make him laugh.
And let's keep it going this way.
Yes, let's keep it going, and you're
Yes.
fine and enjoy.
So it's Dave says hi Jeff, hello
Yeah.
ladies. Hello Jeff. Hi.
I spoke to
Jeff.
Dave earlier, and he was mad at me because I didn't let him know I was coming down because he was going
Oh
to tag
no,
along.
David.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And a couple more questions, and we're gonna switch to testimonial from Barranquilla tour. So Mark says, now that I'm platinum member, the video call will be cheaper, so I'll be setting one up soon. That's
Yeah.
good. You know, we'll be
Cannot
happy
wait,
to help
Mark,
you.
yes.
Awesome, Mark. Awesome.
And
Good way
Ron,
to
what are the chances that ladies from Cancun and Playa del Carmen are going to be at socials at Mexico City?
You know, when I went down in last February, I wrote a couple of the ladies that were in Playa, and they didn't want to make that trip over there because it's like a 2-hour flight, and it's like a 3-day drive. So, but a couple of the guys that went on the Mexico tour took the time to go to Playa to meet some women there. And in fact, one of the guys that was on the November tour let me know, because Elaine and I, after the tours in Mexico, that Monday we went to Playa to spend 2 weeks, and one of the guys came over and we were talking with him, and one of Elena's neighbors who was on the site talked to her about, you know, not meeting anybody at the tour. And so we fixed her up with the guy. And they had a good connection, but he made 2 other connections in Mexico. So they're still talking last I heard.
Well, that's good.
But he's talking to 3 women, and she didn't want to be in competition. But from what I heard, they're still talking a little bit.
Hope it will lead to
Okay, yeah.
something. So guys, we do have, just to remind you, we do have 2 tours for this month left, which would be Cebu, Philippines, and Barranquilla, Colombia tour. So, and just to remind you about Barranquilla tour, we have a little testimonial coming up. So let's watch that, and then we'll get back to your questions.
AFA couple testimonials. Dan and Maria.
My name is Dan. I am 46, and I am from North Carolina. I decided earlier this year that it was time to start trying to find someone to meet and, you know, fall in love, get married. This was what I was hoping to do. Well, I chose the agency based on, you know, just doing searching and researching about meeting women overseas, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of maybe live overseas as well once I retired. One of the reasons I chose AFA was just because of the, you know, it was a search result on the internet, and it had a good reputation as far as being a reputable business. I really enjoyed the social aspect of it, even though, like I said, the very first minute of the first event, I met Maria. I still enjoyed the rest of the event that night, and I enjoyed the rest of the event the following night, just by meeting and talking to all the other women. It was just interesting to learn about their background, why they were joining an agency, what they were looking for, and it was just nice to be able to talk to people and have fun. It was a lot of fun. Well, one thing that really stood out to me, and one thing that I really liked, was before anything even really began, we had a little orientation with Manuela and Maria, I believe, and they kind of explained to us what to expect, you know, how to go through the event, and giving us pointers and, you know, tips and things to do and things not to do. That was, to me, that was very important and beneficial to have that orientation for all of us. It was very magical to meet her. She was the first group of women I met was Maria, and I knew then and there that I only wanted to meet and date her for the rest of the event. I'd never felt anything like that before in my life. It was just, you know, an instant connection. This was probably a good chance of it working out and, you know, being the ones for each other. Well, when I first saw her, I just kind of stopped in place. You know, I just was staring at her for a few seconds, and then I sat down, and then we introduced each other. I felt a connection or a spark right away. It was a group of about 6 women at the table or so, and I kept finding myself looking back at her, and I kind of apologized to all the other ladies that were there because I wasn't giving them enough attention, but I couldn't help it. She just was drawing me in. So we'd like to get married, and as far as coming to the United States, we'd like to do that, but also I'd like to be down here. So I plan on retiring in a few years, so that is still up in the air as far as what the long-term future is, but the short-term future is getting married. But yeah, I'd like to, like I said, explore Colombia more and see if there's any other places that might be good to settle down in. Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit of everything. Stay here, stay up there. It all depends on what we decide. It doesn't need to be decided now.
¿Cómo te has sentido con todo el proceso de conocerse?
Es algo nuevo, porque nunca pensé encontrar a alguien de otro lugar que tuviera tanta conexión conmigo. Desde el día 1, cuando él me miró, yo sabía que era él. Cuando tuve la primera cita con Dan, yo me emocioné y yo me desperté a las 5 de la mañana y no podía dormir. Llegué súper temprano ese día al desayuno. Es increíble, de ese día fue una conexión mágica y estuvimos siempre mirándonos, hablando, entendiéndonos. Y a pesar de la barrera del idioma, siempre nos entendimos de alguna manera porque hasta tenemos nuestras claves para podernos entender. Bueno, yo a Dan le estoy enseñando el español, pero para nadie es un secreto que aprender el español es mucho más difícil que aprender el inglés. Entonces hay palabritas que ha aprendido a decir para comunicarse conmigo, con mis familiares, sobre todo con mi abuela, y en mi caso con el inglés yo estoy aprendiendo con él, pero ya le había comentado que quería colocarme a estudiar para que sea un poco más fácil mi proceso y podamos entendernos un poco mejor. Pensamos exactamente lo mismo, es lo que ambos queremos, es algo como que hablamos desde los primeros días cuando nos conocimos a través de AFA, y es que si tú desde el primer día estableces lo que quieres con esa persona, nunca va a haber una falla en la comunicación. Siempre hablamos de familia, siempre hablamos de vivir juntos, pero de hacer las cosas bien como Dios manda, y queremos casarnos. La familia de Dan me ama, ya ha tenido comunicación con su papá, con su mamá, con su hermana, con sus sobrinos. Es decir, nuestras familias están de acuerdo con toda esta locura que puede ser para otras personas, pero para nosotros es una bendición el habernos encontrado a través de la agencia de AFA. En 3 años nosotros queremos tener hijos, pero sí nos vemos juntos viviendo en Carolina del Norte con mi abuela, los 3, y bueno, y si la familia se agranda con bebés.
¿Y
mucho
cuántos
mejor.
hijos piensan tener?
2.
2.
Ya lo pensamos, 2. Gemelos. En su familia hay gemelos. Queremos gemelos.
Bueno, gracias Mafe por tus palabras y por compartir con nosotros tu experiencia con Dan. Estamos súper felices de acompañar a esta pareja que se conocieron en el último tour. Y bueno, Mafe, las puertas de AFA están abiertas para ustedes, para todos los procesos que necesiten. Gracias por ese testimonio que nos estás compartiendo, nos estás haciendo partícipe de un pedacito de tu vida. Y bueno, eso es lo que nos encanta, poder ayudar a otras personas a encontrar el amor, en este caso María Fernanda y Dan. Así como ellos, queremos que todos ustedes, chicas, puedan encontrar también el amor de su vida, así que no se les olvide que aquí en AFA hay un amor esperando por ti. Un besito. Besito. Baby, kiss me. Gracias. Chao, chao.
You're going to express to María Fernanda
todo lo que sientes por ella y por la cual vas a traer hasta aquí hoy.
everything that you feel for her, and which is why you have brought her here today.
En voz alta y clara.
With a loud and clear voice, and of course, looking at her.
Tómalo ella, por favor.
Take her ring. Hoy me entrego, me prometo a ti.
I am blessed to have you in my life.
Tengo la bendición de tenerte en mi vida.
When I am with you, I have a great feeling of calm and contentment.
Cuando estoy contigo, tengo un gran sentimiento de calma y estar contento.
I am at peace when I am with you.
Estoy en paz cuando estoy contigo.
I am excited for what our future will bring.
Estoy emocionado por lo que nos trae nuestro futuro.
We have many wonderful paths to choose from.
Tenemos muchos maravillosos caminos que podemos escoger,
I know that we cannot only think of happy and joyous times.
That let's cover a few more questions before we have, let's say I have Bomber saying I have no problem if you have women over 50, however I can't please anyone, I'm old guy and I know there's those guys that want young men, again over 50 years old is fine with me. We do have quite a few ladies 50 and up. If you just use search engine, go main page loveme.com, on the left side there is a button that says advanced search engine. You select the age 15 up and select the region where you consider going.
And in regards to Bomber, your question, if I wouldn't have been to the social last February, I would not have met Elena, because at the time she was 39, I'm 61, and I was looking at 45 and older myself. But when I sat down at that table, we had an instant connection. So age range, they say average is about 15 years. Sometimes you can go a little bit more.
We won't recommend go more than 20, so you're good.
Yeah.
All right, let's go through other questions.
Yeah, we're not going to start with that.
Chris says, right now all I can do is dream of being one of these men. Oh, it happens every single time. Hold on. When a new question comes in, we'll lose it. I watch all the episodes I can find. Being single, no dates for 10 years. I want love and marriage, but like I said, just a dream.
Okay, Chris, I was married for 27 years until I got fed up and I couldn't live that way anymore. 2 years after I got separated, I started dating again. I was on 5 different websites out of California. And in 4 years, I went on 4 dates. I went to Ukraine in 20. I went again in 21, Germany in 22, and found the right woman in Mexico last February. So it doesn't matter your age or how long you've been since you've dated. Go on a tour and you'll find somebody. If you're shy, there's been guys on a couple of tours I've been on that were extremely shy. The last one in November in Mexico, there was a guy from Taiwan that could barely speak to me, and I'm very outgoing. I can get people to talk to me a lot. At the tables, I was watching him, and he was opening up and talking to the women. He had Friday night, he had 7 dates lined up. So you can do it.
I would say love should come first all the time. Marriage, maybe yes, maybe not. You don't have to do that right away.
Get to know.
Get to know. Yeah.
All right, let's try to get through other questions. We have more and more comments, so let's try to be quick. Mark says, I saw Asiana flight for 1800. Well, you can find something much cheaper. When you're ready to travel, give me a call. My extension 2008. I'll help you find better flight, because 1800 is too much, because I would not pay that much for any flight. Malibu Ed, are there any AFA seminars coming up? And also, can AFA expand the Wednesday Latin show to include Argentina and Brazil with all new profiles? To answer the second part of your question, unfortunately, no, we cannot do it because we don't have an office in either Argentina or Brazil. It's a brand new destination that we're just kind of looking into, so we don't have any staff, so there is no way we can do anything there yet. But as far as any seminars coming up, we should have some this year. We don't have a schedule yet. If you want to have a seminar in your city, feel free to send email to John, because he's the one that ultimately decides on all this. So john@lovememail.com. So send him a message and see what schedule we have in the end of the day. And from David and Adina, I'm a little frustrated. All I want to do is send flowers to a girl in Germany. I don't want to dump on your blog. Would one of you send an email so I can tell Dave? Well, send me email and we'll figure it out. So my email is travel@lovememail.com, travel@lovememail.com, and let's try to figure it out for you. And the last question from Akisek, will there be any tours to Brazil anytime soon? And the answer is no, we definitely don't have anything planned for this year. And it's very, very unlikely there's going to be anything for next year either. Again, as I said, it's a brand new destination for us. We're just trying to look into that. But it's 6 o'clock. We're going to have Olga joining us. We can talk a little bit about Mexico tour. And guys, you still can send in your questions about, general questions, and we can also cover anything you want to talk to Jeff or Olga. I'd be happy to answer that. So feel free to send that. Hold on. Let me see where we was. Hold on. One moment.
So just guys, let me know that we've been hoping for war being over by spring or so, but look like they probably not. But you guys still can go to meet with Eastern European girls somewhere in Germany or Poland, wherever they are relocated now. Still not going to be tour any soon there. I know a lot of questions I have close to spring, of course, summer. We'll have no tour probably going to be in spring or summer. You can go join our other tours, especially Mexico now, and we're going to have Olga managers there in Mexico office. We will have some Eastern European girls there, of course, beautiful Mexican ladies, and some of the Eastern European girls who is relocated there. But if you still want to communicate with Eastern European girls, you have to go and meet with them if they, of course, are willing to in Poland or Germany. There is the most popular destination for them. So just letting you know, because we have so many questions about that. So.
All right, Olga, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for finding time, and I'm sure you're happy to see Jeff again.
Hello, everybody. Hello, ladies. Hi, Jeff. Nice to see you again.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We haven't seen you since last year.
Last year, yeah.
So welcome
I missed
back.
you already.
Miss you too. So cannot wait to see you here.
We're trying to convince you to come here to Phoenix. Maybe one of those days.
I will gladly do that. I hope it's going to be very soon.
Or maybe for Jeff's wedding. But so let's talk a little bit about upcoming Mexico. Yes.
I like how I don't get a say in this.
Yeah. Well, see, that's how it goes. I mean,
it's okay. I've already.
As long as you show up for your own wedding, it's good. I mean, the rest will take care.
We just need wedding happen.
They are paying you for all the bad jokes you have done to them.
Yeah.
I know. It's been so much fun watching the guys comment when I get Anna's face turning red. Torture for me.
Well, we'll see. The night is young. We still have half an hour. So.
Well, we can go on longer. I can go on longer. I didn't have any Mountain Dew, but I can keep going.
Right, but let's try to keep it to half an hour. So, all right. So let's talk about upcoming Mexico tour. Can you remind us when the tour starts, Olga?
Yes, sure. Thank you. The tour is going to be in a month on February 9 and 10. And those dates are amazing because, gentlemen, just imagine all that crowd of single ladies dreaming to find their love before the Valentine's Day. And you stay there. You are not home alone, just feeling sad without a date. You are in Mexico City. You have a date with the lady whose eyes are sparkling, who looks at you with those puppy eyes, who is already half in love with you because she thinks you are the man of her life. She met you right before the Valentine's Day. How does it sound? You have to book your tour right now, and it's going to be amazing. And what's the worst case scenario? That you are going to spend Valentine's Day with me?
Sounds like a pretty good
Wait. How many dates you got lined up for Valentine's Day now? You doing one an hour?
I'm going to make it a simultaneous date.
You know, you got to get Anna down there so she can meet some guys and have good Valentine dates too.
No, when Jeff is getting married,
here,
yeah.
I think that the clients are going to be abandoned because all the Mexican men will be lined up to meet Anna.
Yeah.
We'll have Olga here too, so.
And you know, a little quick thing for the guys that will go down. Couple things. One is I think Olga told me last time that Mexican women love chocolate. And so, since it's going up to Valentine's Day, you can bring down some heart-shaped boxes of chocolate. And when you go out on a date, take one with you.
And that's why Jeff showed up here with a big box of chocolates.
With bags of chocolates, hard
So now all
Now,
of us
Jackie
here
using that
has a
trick
lot of
all
chocolate.
year around and with all the ladies. By the way, thank you very much on behalf of all our office for the amazing truffles you brought us. Oh, they are just
I know, they're decadent.
So you guys doing everything to ruin my diet and like giving me chocolate, you're sending me cookies.
It's been ruined a long time ago.
I should have got some
We
of those
want to
truffles.
sweeten your life.
No,
I'm glad you didn't.
They're
I'm glad
chocolate,
she
but
loves
they're,
those.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you didn't. So let's keep it this way. All right. And Mark says, "Congrats, Jeff, on your engagement." So, all right,
Thanks,
guys.
Mark, but it was 4 days after we met that we got engaged, so.
I don't get long.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
And
we
I
know
know
you
right
know.
person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Long, like a long-term distance, so you have to be like act fast. Right?
Lakota, well, Lana at least just not hitting on you anymore, but that's okay because she's gonna walk me down the aisle.
Yes, I will absolutely walk
oh
you
my
down the
God,
aisle.
that's
That's a game plan.
Olga, you're going to be from the other side.
Yeah,
Anna from
imagine
the
both
other
of us
side, two
like
brunettes,
bodyguards,
like
walking
walking
down the aisle.
That's your dream.
Dragging me, right?
Dragging
No, I
you.
don't think we need to drag you. I'm sure you'd be running there.
There was you escaping it.
Yes. All right, guys. Can both of you make some recommendation for guys that thinking about going to Mexico? Anything to prepare for the trip? So, how about Jeff? Do you want to start with some recommendation for the guys, and then
Yeah. Bring some heart-shaped box of chocolates for the date. 'Cause
How about emotional recommendation, like how to act, how to
be yourself.
Okay.
Be yourself, because if you meet somebody, you don't want to have to change your personality, and you want to be yourself and let them know who you are, everything about you, so they can really like the real you. And there's somebody out there for everyone.
What about you, Olga? What would you say?
I agree with Jeff, but also I will give some tips, some secrets to gentlemen who will come on the social.
Any more secrets left? I think we open all secrets like inside out and like.
I've seen her bag of secrets.
Really?
It's bigger than Santa's.
Olga.
Here. So all the secrets will be revealed in Mexico City.
Yeah.
Anyway, gentlemen, don't overthink. Don't try to play some negative. Just book your tour, grab your suitcase, and come to Mexico City. if you forget something or if you need something here, I will be constantly with you. You will see me every day. You will get fed up of seeing me all those days, but I will help you get anything you need. And definitely we are going to help you to prepare some special romantic dates for the Valentine's Day. And we will make sure that the guys have the date for Valentine's Day. So how many years have you spent without being out or taking somebody out on the Valentine's Day celebrating love? I'm sure that this tour is going to be very, very, very special because I know Mexican ladies. They are superstitious in some way, and they believe in signs. Obviously, we all look for the signs to confirm whatever we believe in. So the ladies definitely are going to believe that they are going to find the love during our social. Do you really want to miss that opportunity? Just grab your suitcase and come down to Mexico. We will take care of everything else.
That's true.
And Ola, you mentioned one thing about looking for signs that they do. Us guys should too, because when I met my fiance, I saw a bunch of signs that I did not let go unnoticed.
What kind of signs?
Just signs about our connection.
Really? And what was that? Like, I believe it.
Well, you get
let's tell me
personal territory. Come on.
I know. No, it's
was it hard or what?
When I sat down at the table,
Okay.
she was staring at me, boring holes in me. And I've only had that happen once in my life when I was a teenager.
Oh wow,
And
that's amazing.
I think I was really shy at the time and didn't do anything about it. But with Elena, I saw it and I focused on her the way similar to what she was doing to me, but I do things a little bit differently. And I was noticing her saint medallion that she wears, and so I asked her about that, so I could make her feel special. And that's one thing too, is if you notice something they're wearing, jewelry or earrings, whatever, ask them about it, because that shows you're focusing on them, and they will appreciate that. And then also, it's like little things they do and little things you can do. Like, first date, bringing them some chocolates. Because by the hotel that they stay at, you're going to stay at, there's not really any places to get flowers.
Probably flowers not their thing then.
Exactly.
Because
Chocolate would be a better.
For example,
better
in
gift.
Ukraine, there's so many flower shops, amazing,
I
because
know.
they're into it. So,
Yes.
but
Yes.
for example, here it's not so common, so there is none, and probably
Right.
Mexico none because they're not too into it, right, Olga? More chocolate than flowers.
Yes,
So.
in Mexico, men start giving flowers to ladies when there is certain level of seriousness between them.
Like wedding?
As well as just bring it straight to a wedding.
And one day before the wedding.
That's done. 2 times is good enough.
Gotcha, yeah. 2 times is good. Yeah.
It's weird to me because as a Ukrainian lady,
Yeah.
for us, flowers on the first date is a must.
So is in
In
Russia, so
Mexico-
many flower shops, amazing, but here is none. Actually.
Yeah.
Exactly. In Mexico, no. It's when you already know each other. It's
Yeah.
after a couple of weeks or a month after going out. A man can give the flowers to the lady, and there won't be any strange or negative reaction from the lady. But also to adapt on what Jeff has just said about the little things, about the details. I'm sorry. Also, it's very important that you guys recollect all the courtesy rules the gentlemen used to do long ago, because in Mexico they still do it. So you have to stand up when the lady stands up at the table, or when the lady approaches the table and is going to sit, you have to stand up. You have to open her door, in any building or and the car door.
Yeah, that's probably more
Tradition
important.
in Mexico that the man has to walk from the side of the street where the cars are passing. He has to keep the lady, let's say, safe.
That's nice.
Those are the details that Mexican ladies really put a lot of attention to, because men here in Mexico do it, and it's kind of a standard. So anyway, I remind the gentlemen who come on tour this rule, and just be a gentleman. Do whatever you would do with the lady. The girls in Mexico are not infected. I don't mean to sound rude
With
this
feminism.
feminine. Exactly. So they love when you take care of them. They love to feel girls, feel vulnerable, feel fragile, and I think it's a nice thing for the men, because you men can feel strong and big, those protectors, and being together with a Mexican lady.
Yeah, but it's also looking for the little things the women do for the guys. Because like when Elaine and I went out to eat Sunday, I pulled my phone out to use a translation app to read the menu. She saw that, asked the waiter over, and asked him for a menu in English for me.
Wow.
And it's just like, oh, okay, wow, that's something
Sort of considerate.
you don't see happening.
I guess we have a few questions and comments, so let me just read some comments. Mark says, Olga, is the water safe to drink in Mexico City? So is water safe? Olga?
I would say yeah. Probably.
What? I'm sorry.
Is water safe to drink in Mexico?
Oh, okay.
I've always gotten bottled water.
The
Drink
bottled
tequila,
water
I would
is
say.
safe to drink.
Yeah.
But please never drink a tap water.
Really? If you
Yeah.
buy a bottled water even?
No, bottled water is
bottled water
fine.
is
Oh,
okay.
you mean
not tap
from
water.
the-
Tap water is not.
Yeah.
I don't think they
Yeah,
even
'cause-
drink tap water here in America.
I was talking with one guy down there, and he told me that just brushing his teeth with the tap water, he thinks he got a bug.
Oh no.
And I told him, what I do is I bring some Listerine mouthwash with me to rinse after I brush my teeth. That way it gets any...
Everywhere you go, like
Yeah.
outside of America?
Well, you
Yeah.
can just get this
Oh,
little bottle.
it happened to some acquaintance of mine. He was brushing the teeth and swallowed a bit of water and did get a stomach bug.
Yeah.
Just be careful. Right.
I don't know.
A few more comments. Lakota says, it's not Victoria's Secret anymore, it's Olga's secret now.
Olga's secret. Ola, you
know
have to come
it.
here to our show.
And Dave says, Happy New Year, my dear Olga.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
And Luke has a question for you. How many ladies at the Mexico City tour don't have kids? So let's talk about women and kids.
That's a great question. My rough approximation would be kind of 30% of the ladies. Jeff, what do you think?
Have or no have? No kids? No kids.
No
kids.
Only
So majority of ladies would have kids.
Depending on the age group,
Yeah.
too, I would imagine like 35 and older would probably have kids.
Do you think they will want more kids after 35 plus or no?
Some won't, some will.
Well,
everywhere.
there's really no tendency. In Mexico, there are some ladies who got kids when they were really young, and now, for example, being of my age or being 40, they already have teenager, like very
Right.
grown-up kids, kind of that, and they are done with it.
Yeah.
So difficult to say.
So
Yeah, I
they're
got-
okay, like to have kids or not kids after 35.
I got lucky that Elena doesn't want kids.
If she has any?
No,
or-
no,
Okay.
she doesn't have any. She never wanted kids.
I mean, it's problem from both sides. Some guys, they want to meet a young girl, but they don't want no more kids. So I think 35 plus would be like a safest because they probably already have a kid and like they don't want no more. Like, 35 plus, I would say.
Yes, I would say probably 40 plus, because there is still some chance for the ladies in between 35 and 40 to want kids. There are some exceptions, but mostly the ladies who are 40 plus and already have kids are done with that.
I guess we have a few more comments and some questions. Mark says Olga looks very good in red tonight.
Hold on. You got to say that right, Mark or Ola. Mark, your boyfriend, says you look great in red.
Oh my god.
My boyfriend, my virtual boyfriend.
Lakota says, I think Mexico is the place to go. And Terrence has a comment about the flower thing. Has most flowers online now or some grocery stores? And there's a question from Mike. Do most of the Mexican women keep their schedule open for dating the week after? Hold on. Of course, I just lost it. The week after the social. For example, Monday through Friday, February 12th to 16th. So how open women's schedule for dating after the socials?
Well, in the end, ladies keep living their lives and they still have the work, but they keep their mind open and they are willing to go on date. They still find this opportunity to meet the man they liked after work or for a lunch break. They make it, and definitely, again, to repeat, the ladies are going to be craving to have dates on Valentine's Day. So it's going to be amazing. I'm sure all the guys are going to have a lot of dates, and as Dakota said that Mexico City is the right place to go, it is because it's very close to the United States, you know,
Yes,
guys.
it is.
It's much closer than other Latin American countries, and you are going to spend an amazing time here. I ensure it.
And one thing too is, especially around the hotel, it's very safe. There's a large police presence, and so there's nowhere. I was never worried about being down there.
Thank you, Jeff.
So-
It's an amazing
Yeah, it's
conference,
actually
yes.
it is very important for guys to know.
So what's the
safety
best
because we hear
restaurant
horror
like
stories.
you recommend?
What's your
Like,
favorite place?
Your
Well, it
favorite,
depends
yeah.
what kind of food you like.
No.
There,
Probably not Mexican.
Mexican?
I mean, not necessarily Mexican.
Let's
I mean,
hear
you
from
can-
Jeff.
Okay.
There is an Italian restaurant just down the street from the hotel. That's
Okay.
really good. There is one
So
place.
we're talking about romantic place with date with a girl.
That's
right?
a romantic
Okay,
place.
awesome.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Ask
And
me about romantic places. I can be the gastronomic romantic
Hola.
guide.
We need to hear from Jeff too, so let's see it.
we went to one place in July that was I think it's called Indian Grill. It's a little, maybe about 10, 15 minutes away from the hotel driving.
Driving?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
but
That's
it was a fabulous restaurant. And, I talked to the owner about
romantic,
it.
like romantic?
It's,
Or
yeah,
just a good food?
it's romantic, yeah. I mean, it's not a fancy restaurant, but it's a quiet place, and the atmosphere is good.
Okay.
And so, I mean, you can find a lot of different stuff. We went to an Asian restaurant that I would say was not romantic, but really good food.
Okay.
Had some good Vietnamese food because I introduced Elena to pho there, which is a Vietnamese soup. So, and yeah, she never had Indian food before, and she loved it, and so.
All right, then we have another question from Mike. He's wondering, as far as the ladies coming to the date, do the guys need to pay for their Uber or taxi before and after a date? Maybe some ladies just drive themselves. So how does it work with the transportation to
Yes.
the date?
Yes, the ladies would normally expect you to pay for their Uber to the date and from the date, and it will give you a plus as a gentleman because again you are taking care of the ladies. There is a big number of ladies who have cars and who drive and won't need it, but still offer it. They will see you from a very good perspective as a gentleman, and this is what the Mexican ladies are looking for, a gentleman.
Yeah, see, that's one thing I always did. And it doesn't matter where you're traveling on whatever tour you go to. I mean, that's just a common courtesy that I always did, even in Ukraine and wherever. And I wouldn't rent a car myself in Mexico City, just because of the way they drive. But
Why? What is it, traffic or
crazy.
Like
crazy?
Congo?
She almost got into an accident in last February.
Olga, you driving?
Yeah, she
I
drives.
do.
You drive. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she drove me to
I'm
get a
here.
ring for Elena.
Is it more crazy than Ukraine or?
About the same.
Oh, wow. It's like 10 times crazier.
Yeah, you guys maybe, not me.
So what's the problem then?
But I did rent a car in Playa, and that was better.
Oh, really?
So what's the average, Olga? So what's the average cost for taxi fare for a lady to get to the date place? What guys should expect to spend on it?
Well, if the lady lives quite far, it's going to be between 400 and 500 pesos, which is kind of $30.
Yeah.
$35 one way. If the lady lives somewhere closer to the hotel, or maybe if you go to meet her somewhere closer to her work and that she doesn't need a taxi, it's going to be kind of $10-15 one way.
It's good, pretty fair, like I would say.
Yes.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
it's not bad
Not
at
bad.
all.
Yeah. Not
I
bad.
had no problem with it.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we're getting to the end of webcast. The timing is so
always.
timing matters, so we probably need to start wrapping up tonight.
I can
so,
let John go, and he can go for another half hour.
yeah,
or
just
so.
make sure you
Yeah,
take
he's
the
not-
scotch tape off his mouth. Yes, please do that. So any last words of wisdom? Olga, let's start with you. Last words of wisdom, anything you want to say to our guys before we wrap up webcast tonight?
Yes, Anna. Thank you so much. Gentlemen, as I mentioned today, please do not overthink. You are going to have the time of your life. And also try to believe in this magical period that right before the Valentine's Day, you are going to find the right woman, the love of your life, and you're going to have an amazing time here. I will take care of you. I will be there for you. Anything you need. And the ladies in Mexico love guys from the United States. They get really excited. We have just announced that we started selling the tickets, because the ladies also pay their tickets to enter the social. We want to make sure they have serious intentions. So we have just started selling the tickets, and the ladies are already asking, who's going to be there? I'm so excited. I want February to be already tomorrow because I want to go there. I've heard that it's a great party, and the gentlemen are serious. They have serious intentions. And that's what our ladies are looking for. They are looking for serious intentions because they are fed up of just blah, 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 blah that Mexican men are doing. So just come here, conquer those amazing, single, beautiful, interesting, intelligent, and charming Mexican ladies, and come back home as the winners.
Alright, well, thank you, Olga, so much. Jeff, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, don't overthink yourself, guys. Don't write letters, one or two, and that's it. Maybe do a video chat. But to really know if you want to find love, you got to go. You got to meet them. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you, Ola takes care of everybody really good. Mm-hmm. There's no problem with that. And enjoy yourselves. Have fun.
All right.
Like, would say anywhere you go, guys, just enjoy yourself, have fun. Like, don't overthink, and have fun. Like you go on the best trip of your life. And just be open mind, not put pressure on yourself. And I think this is the key.
All right. Yeah, sounds like that Queen song. You gotta be cool, relax. All right. So enough of Queen for tonight. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and we will see you next Monday.
But I won't be here.
Oh
See,
no!
we're missing the key part.
Some Monday we probably have a wedding. Some Monday there and have a
Yes,
some
maybe we will do streaming from
recorded
your wedding.
video or Sunday or
Well,
Saturday.
yeah, maybe Kirk or Kevin can come down and
Kevin for sure because he has a kill.
He has a kill, so Kevin must go. So he has.
And did you see our brand new things? It's
Yeah.
our sword.
All right.
All right,
guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next Monday.
Till next Monday, guys. Good night.
have a good evening.
AFA Couple Testimonials. Dan and Maria.
My name is Dan. I am 46, and I am from North Carolina. I decided earlier this year that it was time to start trying to find someone to meet and, fall in love, get married. This was what I was hoping to do. Well, I chose the agency based on, just doing searching and researching about meeting women overseas, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of maybe live overseas as well once I retired. One of the reasons I chose AFA was just because of the, it was a search result on the internet, and it had a good reputation as far as being a reputable business. I really enjoyed the social aspect of it, even though, like I said, the very first minute of the first event, I met Maria. I still enjoyed the rest of the event that night, and I enjoyed the rest of the event the following night, just by meeting and talking to all the other women. It was just interesting to learn about their background, why they were joining an agency, what they were looking for, and it was just nice to be able to talk to people and have fun. It was a lot of fun. Well, one thing that really stood out to me, and one thing that I really liked, was before anything even really began, we had a little orientation with Manuela and Maria, I believe, and they kind of explained to us what to expect, how to go through the event, and giving us pointers and tips and things to do and things not to do. That was, to me, that was very important and beneficial to have that orientation for all of us. It was very magical to meet her. She was the first group of women I met was Maria, and I knew then and there that I only wanted to meet and date her for the rest of the event. I'd never felt anything like that before in my life. It was just, an instant connection. This was probably a good chance of it working out and, being the ones for each other. Well, when I first saw her, I just kind of stopped in place. I just was staring at her for a few seconds, and then I sat down, and then we introduced each other. I felt a connection or a spark right away. It was a group of about 6 women at the table or so, and I kept finding myself looking back at her, and I, kind of apologized to all the other ladies that were there because I wasn't giving them enough attention, but I couldn't help it. She just was drawing me in. So we'd like to get married, and as far as coming to the United States, we'd like to do that, but also I'd like to be down here. So I plan on retiring in a few years, so that is still up in the air as far as what the long-term future is, but short-term future is getting married. But yeah, I'd like to, like I said, explore Colombia more and see if there's any other places that might be good to settle down in. Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit of everything. Stay here, stay up there. It all depends on what we decide. It doesn't need to be decided now.
¿Cómo te has sentido con todo el proceso de conocerse?
Es algo nuevo, porque nunca pensé encontrar a alguien de otro lugar que tuviera tanta conexión conmigo. Desde el día 1, cuando él me miró, yo sabía que era él. Cuando tuve la primera cita con Dan, yo me emocioné y yo me desperté a las 5 de la mañana y no podía dormir. Llegué súper temprano ese día al desayuno. Es increíble, desde ese día fue una conexión mágica y estuvimos siempre mirándonos, hablando, entendiéndonos. Y a pesar de la barrera del idioma, siempre nos entendimos de alguna manera porque hasta tenemos nuestras claves para podernos entender. Bueno, yo a Dan le estoy enseñando el español, pero para nadie es un secreto que aprender el español es mucho más difícil que aprender el inglés. Entonces hay palabritas que he aprendido a decir para comunicarse conmigo, con mis familiares, sobre todo con mi abuela, y en mi caso con el inglés yo estoy aprendiendo con él, pero ya le había comentado que quería colocarme a estudiar para que sea un poco más fácil mi proceso y podamos entendernos un poco mejor. Pensamos exactamente lo mismo, es lo que ambos queremos, es algo como que hablamos desde los primeros días cuando nos conocimos a través de AFA, y es que si tú desde el primer día estableces lo que quieres con esa persona, nunca va a haber una falla en la comunicación. Siempre hablamos de familia, siempre hablamos de vivir juntos, pero de hacer las cosas bien como Dios manda, y queremos casarnos. La familia de Dan me ama, ya ha tenido comunicación con su papá, con su mamá, con su hermana, con sus sobrinos. Es decir, nuestras familias están de acuerdo con toda esta locura que puede ser para otras personas, pero para nosotros es una bendición el habernos encontrado a través de la agencia de AFA. En 3 años nosotros queremos tener hijos, pero sí nos vemos juntos viviendo en Carolina del Norte con mi abuela, los 3, y bueno, y si la familia se agranda con bebés.
¿Y
mucho
cuántos
mejor.
hijos piensan tener?
2.
2.
Ya lo pensamos, 2. Gemelos. En su familia hay gemelos. Queremos gemelos.
Bueno, gracias Mafe por tus palabras y por compartir con nosotros tu experiencia con Dan. Estamos súper felices de acompañar a esta pareja que se conocieron en el último tour. Y bueno, Mafe, las puertas de AFA, Dan, las puertas de AFA están abiertas para ustedes, para todos los procesos que necesiten. Gracias por ese testimonio que nos estás compartiendo, nos estás haciendo partícipe de un pedacito de tu vida. Y bueno, eso es lo que nos encanta, poder ayudar a otras personas a encontrar el amor, en este caso María Fernanda y Dan. Así como ellos, queremos que todos ustedes, chicas, puedan encontrar también el amor de su vida, así que no se les olvide que aquí en AFA hay un amor esperando por ti. Un besito. Besito.
Baby, kiss me.
Gracias. Chao, chao.
Daniel, you're going to express to María Fernanda
Todo lo que sientes por ella y por la cual la has traído hasta aquí hoy.
everything that you feel for her, and which is why you have brought her here today.
En voz alta y clara.
With a loud and clear voice, and of course, looking at her.
Toma un rollo, por favor.
Take her ring. Hoy me entrego, me prometo a ti.
I am blessed to have you in my life.
Tengo la bendición de tenerte en mi vida.
When I am with you, I have a great feeling of calm and contentment.
Cuando estoy contigo, tengo un gran sentimiento de calma y estar contento.
I am at peace when I am with you.
Estoy en paz cuando estoy contigo.
I am excited for what our future will bring.
Estoy emocionado por lo que nos trae nuestro futuro.
We have many wonderful paths to choose from.
Tenemos muchos maravillosos caminos que podemos escoger,
I know that we cannot only think of happy and joyous times.